We've made it to another Friday morning. I'm going to run through just a few bits that I've bought today because we've popped into town. That's me and David. I bought a driving test card. My grandson has taken his test at 8 o'clock this morning and he's passed first time. So I'm really pleased about that. So he's going to get a card, which is that one. Then we've popped into a couple of charity shops. And one of the shops we've been in is a British Heart Foundation. And what I like about this particular shop, there's a gent that sits outside, and luckily on like a day like today, because it's absolutely chucking it down, but this shop's got an overhang, but this gent sits outside. He sits on like a bar stool, and he wears a white shirt, and he's got like this multicoloured waistcoat on. He wears a bow tie and a top hat, and he's just there and he just wishes people a happy morning, and he has a bit of chit chat. But for the last couple of weeks when we've been in, he's actually giving these away, and these are little bookmarks. I think they might actually sell these as well, but they're for Valentine's, and I think they kind of like to encourage you to maybe, you know, go in the shop. So I've now got 2 of these, and a couple of weeks ago when we got the first one, my husband actually turned around to me and he said, "We're not going to bother with Valentine's cards this year, are we?" Do you know, he's the most unromantic, practical man ever. So this is my Valentine's gift, and do you know what? I think I'm even going to buy myself a new book to actually put that in, and I'm going to have to treasure that. And it was free. The other thing that I've bought is this. So as you can see, it's like a little waistcoat, and it was, I think it was £9.50. Let me get my specs on. £9.50, and they reduced it down to £4.75. And I like grey. I think it's a really nice colour. But I just thought for when the weather does actually start turning nice, and that clearly is not going to be today, like I say, it is chucking it down. It was chucking it down yesterday, it's chucking it down today, and the forecast is going to carry on until the end of next week. We are going to be swimming, we're going to be rowing in boats, it's going to be like Noah and everything. So at least that's going to give me time to stick that in the wash and make it smell all nice, and it'll be ready for when the weather does turn nice. And I think for less than a £5, you know, I like that sort of price. I can wear it and I can give it back to the charity shop if need be. Now the other thing that I'm planning on doing today is meeting up with some people. I'm part of their local Facebook group, and they've set up this coffee shop meet up today, and it's supposed to be going ahead at 12:30. It's currently about 25 to 12. I've no idea who's going to be there, don't know these people at all, but I just want to, like I say, get out and just meet some new people and just put myself out of my comfort zone a little bit. Now normally when I go to places I don't know, I like to walk, especially if they're relatively near. I just think it's better to be able to walk and scope things out. But today, like I said, the weather is absolutely chucking down, so I will be going in the car. And last night I was really starting to stress about this, because I was actually stressing about what I should be wearing, to be perfectly honest. But because the weather's so bad today, it's jeans and a jumper. I just can't be bothered to get changed, and it's just a local coffee shop meet up. Hopefully everyone will be in the same boat. I'm hoping people actually turn up and the weather doesn't actually put them off. So that's my little bit of news for now, and I will come back and let you know what happened later with this coffee shop meetup. So I've just not been back long from the coffee shop meetup. What an amazing bunch of ladies. There was 5 other ladies that turned up, and it was just absolutely brilliant. I think we're all sort of like in the same boat, in sense of a lot of us time's been spent with kind of like family or work friends. So it was just really nice to meet, and yeah, some really nice, lovely people. And we're going to meet up again in a month. We've already got a date for the new meetup. And this cafe that we've been in, I think it's actually a new cafe. And the owner of the shop was saying that she's going to be putting some like events on it of an evening. And the one that she's got in mind for March, sometime in March, is going to be a clairvoyant evening. So that is going to be really, really interesting. And we've just all sat there chatting away. And it's, you know, you just feel like you've known these women for years. So I'm really, really glad that I stepped out of my comfort zone. And one of the other ladies said the same thing, that this was way out of her comfort zone as well. So we were all kind of like in the same boat, and it was just lovely, and I'm so glad I've done it. Going back to what I was saying earlier on when I was going on about this body warmer thing that I bought, I actually forgot, because this year I've got a motto of whenever I buy something or crochet something, something has to go. So it's kind of like one in, one out, because I don't want the wardrobes to get to the point where they was before, where they just rammed full of clothes and you can't see what's in there. So I've been having a good rummage, and I'm getting to the point now where I'm kind of like struggling, to be honest, to find things, which is good, because now it means that I don't really need to buy anything, and I need to start wearing what's in my wardrobes. But I've had a good rummage and I've come up with this. Obviously it's a t-shirt, I'm not doing like for like, but this is a little t-shirt, and I actually did this motif myself, and it actually represents Selfie Queen. And I decided to keep it because I was going to put it on, as an extra layer under a jumper. But I've got plenty of other t-shirts and I don't need it. So this one is now going to go in my charity shop pile. Yeah, so very, very positive experience. And if anybody's in a similar boat to me and someone sets up one of these sort of like ladies groups, it is well worth, go and find out what it's all about. Brilliant. So I think it's about 3 o'clock now. After my watch off. What time is it? Actually, it's 3:15. And you know what? It's still actually raining as well. It has not stopped raining all day. But I'm going to get my gym jams on because I'm not going out again. Get them on, and yeah, it's nearly time for tea, and then it's just going to be a case of chilling out in front of the TV for the rest of the day. So I'll catch up with you in a later video, but thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.